Hello, Austin. My name is Sombra. I won't reveal my face because you don't deserve to see my face. But I will give you someone you do know. Someone who's here to give a history lesson to every single one who's been watching our videos. About our history and the truth. Hello, Austin. I'm not Sombra now. It's me, JD. Alright, people. Let me give you a little history lesson. It all starts at the beginning of middle school in 2011. It's where me and Austin first met. I knew that something special was going to happen between us. I knew that him and I were going to be good friends. I knew him and I were going to be the best of friends, and we were going to be epic. We were going to take over the WWE. Our way. But I also saw something in his eyes. I saw that he was a snake. I saw that he was unethical. I saw that he had an evil side to him. And that he had a little bit of a problem with me. I knew from the back of my mind, I knew in the back of my mind that he had an evil side to him. I knew there was something wrong with him. I knew that he had a problem with me somehow, but I threw it away because our friendship was a little bit more important than some theory. Or at least it was a theory until a few months ago. Now, what had happened? Him and I took over the WWE like nobody did. We became 11-time tag team champions. I became a 14-time world champion. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with Austin. He showed a little more of an extreme side to him, his wrestling. Some would consider him to be hardcore. Well, but here's the deal. Austin, he was only a 5-time WWE champion. 5 times. I held the world title 14 times. Either it was WWE, the WWE Championship, or the World Heavyweight Championship. 14 times. Well, fast forward to the road to WrestleMania 31. He tells me that at WrestleMania 31, he's going to have one last match against his father, Kane. And that he's going to leave for the newly revamped ECW that Paul Heyman has created. Well, I was shocked to hear that, but I could see in his eyes that snake had awoken. That evil side had finally taken over, and that problem was real. That problem he had with me was real. I finally realized when I looked into his eyes, I knew what his problem with me was. The problem he had with me was that he felt that I had more potential to become a multi-time world champion than he did. That I had more momentum, that I had more potential than he did. I'm speaking directly to you, Austin, right now. It's not my fault that Vince McMahon saw more potential in me than he did in you all those years ago. That's the reason why you left WWE for 3 years. You felt that because I had more potential that you wanted to leave. You felt like you weren't being treated right. You felt like that I was keeping you down. I wasn't trying to keep you down. I was trying to earn every championship opportunity that I got. It seemed that you didn't get the opportunities you got because you didn't get it's because, here's what I'm trying to say. The reason you didn't get the opportunities that I got is because you never had the potential that I had. You never did, and you hated me for that. You hated me for that. You wanted to reprimand me. I saw it in your eyes, Austin, on that day you told me you wanted to leave. I saw it in your eyes. You wanted the potential that I had, yet you couldn't get your hands on it. I looked in your eyes and I knew that evil side had finally taken over. I knew that that problem was finally realized, that you really did have a problem with me, and that was because I had more potential than you did to become a multiple-time world champion. So you left for 3 years after you beat Kane at WrestleMania 31. You went to ECW, and not only ECW, because I pay attention to other wrestling companies. You went to Ring of Honor, and you also went to New Japan. I've seen you have matches with Hangman Page, Adam Cole, not Finn Balor, Kenny Omega, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, hell, even Cody Rhodes himself. You've had rivalries with some of the greatest names in wrestling I've ever seen. And whenever they came to ECW, you knew obviously that they weren't going to win because you are hardcore, more hardcore than anybody I've ever seen. And what happened in ECW? You became a multi-time ECW champion, the longest reigning ECW champion in ECW's history. But not only did that happen, your personal life went to hell. Do you want to know what happened, ladies and gentlemen? You want to know why his personal life went to hell? I found out about something. He got arrested 3 times in 1 time each year. He was arrested 3 times for substance abuse. He became a drug addict. He became an alcoholic. He became one of the worst people you could ever meet. I watched you in that ring, and I knew that that evil side had taken over you, and that you don't think I pay attention to this? I pay attention to the news and wrestling about as much as each other. But your personal life went to hell. You lost 2 girlfriends to it. So, honestly, I didn't feel bad for you because you deserved it. I was so disappointed in you. I was so disappointed. When I found out that you better be lucky that you had the money to bail yourself out all 3 times. Yeah, you think I didn't know that? I called your family. I called one of your ex-girlfriends. She told me that you bailed out all 3 times. You better be lucky you had the money to. And yet you left. You say that you left ECW in the indie scene because you wanted to come back and that WWE was hiring. No, I know the reason why you left. It wasn't because you decided to leave. It's because the fact that everyone in those companies, the management part of the companies, knew that you were a danger to every single goddamn superstar in those indie scene locker rooms, including Paul Heyman's ECW. Paul Heyman knew that you were a danger to everybody. You were so dominant that that ECW's ratings dropped. ECW was failing yet again. And it was all because of you. Everyone got tired of seeing you win the world title so many times, it's not even funny. It took Paul Heyman forcefully having to screw you out of so many ECW title reigns that the title became irrelevant. I can't wrap my head around it, Austin. I was so disappointed in you because of the fact that you had so much potential when you were in the indie scene, and yet you wasted it due to your personal life and in your professional life. You wasted every single bit of it. I was so disappointed in you, and yet you didn't want to call me. I didn't hear from you in those 3 years. Not a text, not an email, not a damn phone call. I didn't get anything from you. And you want to know why? Because you felt that you didn't need me after you felt that I kept you down in the WWE. I wasn't trying, like I said, I wasn't trying to keep you down. I was trying to earn every opportunity that I got. And while you were gone those 3 years, I passed Ric Flair's record, became a 21-time world champion, and had some of the greatest matches of all time. Hell, I became 27-0 at Hell in a Cell. 27-0. A longer streak than The Undertaker. Hell in a Cell has always been my match, and you know it. And when you came back, I could see it in your eyes that you had the same problem that you had with me all those years ago. That you felt that I had more potential than you did. In fact, you thought that I had so much potential that I became irrelevant. That I became so irrelevant that nobody cared. That everybody pities me because of the fact that I became so irrelevant due to my goddamn potential. And I think that's the reason why you attacked me all those months ago during that promo. All those months ago, that's why. You felt that I was so irrelevant because of my own damn potential. I was more relevant while you were gone, Austin. I became relevant even before you left. I was relevant around the time you were around. And you came back and you felt that maybe you can start over. Maybe you can have more potential. And yet, what happened? I had more opportunities than you did. You came back, I had more opportunities. Did you get opportunities? Yeah, more than you got in your past. I believe that. Hell, you would believe me too, but here's the deal. Who had the most opportunities? I did. Who had the most potential? I still did. I still had the most potential than anybody in the WWE. That's why you attacked me. You felt that I became irrelevant due to my potential. And yet, what happened? Royal Rumble rolls around. You got your ass kicked. Low blowed even. You got your ass handed to you. I won back the title that I felt did not deserve to be on your shoulders anymore. And you pushed me to my limit. You pushed me to bring out my demon, Sombra, the king of the shadows. You pushed me to that limit. You pushed me. You pushed me. You pushed me. And what happened? You got your ass kicked too many times to count. You think you're hardcore? You ain't seen nothing until you see Sombra at Elimination Chamber. You think Kurt Hawkins? You think me beating down Kurt Hawkins took some time? It was easy. Yeah, Kurt Hawkins, he sucks. But it's nothing compared to what I'm going to do to you and those 5 other competitors inside that steel structure. You listen to me and you listen to me good, Austin. Sombra is coming, and Sombra's coming to whip your ass. One way or another, Sombra is coming. And you're not going to like what happens and what he does to you.